there was no question before the basketball season started in most people's minds. And as the season progressed, there still was no questions being asked. Everyone pretty much predicted who'd be in the final of the 17th District Boys Basketball Championship game, and they pretty much knew who would be in the championship game of the 5th Region. And tonight, it comes true as North Hardin Trojans and the Elizabethtown Panthers battle for the right for the Sweet 16. Hi, everyone. I'm Marty Folkson, along with Darren Bibbs. And tonight, we're from Hart County High School, and the championship game, Darren, of the Boys 5th Region Tournament. And all season long, they said these two teams will meet in the finals of the district, and they're going to meet in the finals of the region.
Well, you're exactly right, Marty. E-Town and North played back in December. E-Town took that game, and then they played again later on up at North Hardin. North Hardin taking that, and then they did meet in the 17th District Finals. E-Town, prevailing over that in a close game in the 17th District Finals. So, like you said, it's been the talk all season long. Around E-Town, around Radcliffe, and pretty much the 5th Region in its entirety. That the two teams to beat were North Hardin and E-Town, and well, here we are, all on the line, a chance to go to the Sweet 16 and play for that coveted state championship.
When you talk about postseason, you have to mention both these clubs. North Hardin dominating in the late 80s and 90s, really the team of the 90s, and they come in tonight being a two-time defending champion of the 5th Region, and E-Town wanting to change that tonight. These two teams have met a lot in the postseason. Overall, North has a 14-5 edge over Elizabethtown in postseason play, but as Darren pointed out, E-Town upset, not really upset, but were able to take home the 17th District title in a win over North Hardin up at Central Hardin High School. And certainly it was a great game all the way down. And Chad Robinson burying three three-pointers there from that right corner, just sealing the fate for North Hardin. And when you talk about 5th Region, what you look back and see, and well, go all the way back to 1990. In fact, as recent as that, it was a 76-73 win, and then it was 68-59, and then a 62-58, and then a 54-40 win in 2002. These two teams pretty much know each other, but the question is, who will really start to prevail and whose game plan will work tonight? The Elizabethtown Panthers got here with an 81-58 win in the semifinals over Converna. North Hardin defeated Washington County 68-43, and really, it doesn't even matter, those games. These two teams, they do not need any help getting up for each other, Darren.
It's like you said, E-Town and North Hardin had been the two dominant teams in the 5th Region. James Hare and Ron Bevers both. Ron Bevers, prevailing over the last 2 years. They do know each other. They know what each team is going to do. They know the players inside and out. It's just a matter of execution and who's got the best coaching moves down the stretch.
I think when we go back and look at the first game that these two teams met, which E-Town won, North Hardin made an adjustment. They went to a 3-guard offense, which basically turned their season around. And then they got the second game, and really E-Town, who had been noted for their defense, relentless defense, North turned the tables around and they put on the defensive pressure, and E-Town didn't have a good shooting edge, but then they came back in the finals of the 17th District Tournament, and boy, I tell you what, it was a knuck and tip game all the way down, but North just broke down on defense, and Chad Robinson just buried three-pointers there in the closing minutes of that game, and I bet you they have his number tonight. They're going to know where he is on the court.
Oh, most definitely. Ron Bevers will have made some adjustments in the past week to make sure that they do not leave the open three-point shooter.
You see right now the presentation of the inductees of the 5th Region Athletic Directors 2003 Hall of Fame. Mark Brown from Nelson County High School done a great job establishing Nelson County football. Next one there is Tom Bystrick from Washington County High School. He's a teacher there as well, and a baseball coach from Taylor County High School. Here comes Weldon Brent Cox, being presented with a plaque in recognition of this outstanding achievement. Larry Gum from Greene County High School. The next inductee.
And following Mr. Gum is Kenny Lane. Kenny Lane, of course, was the coach for many years over at West Hardin High School in Stevensburg.
Serves as athletic director now for Central Hardin.
And from E-Town, we have Ron Myers. Ron Myers, of course, is a baseball coach, many years at E-Town, a couple state titles there when he was there. 729 wins, it says, 302 losses.
Athletic Director Doug Barnes accepting the award for Coach Myers.
Bob Pollock from Meade County High School.
A great girls coach there for many, many years. Did a great job with that program.
And now E.G. Red Sanders of LaRue County High School.
E.G. just retired as superintendent in LaRue County Schools. He served from 1967 to 1991.
It's an awful long time.
And we can both talk about this guy a lot. Ray Story from North Hardin High School, principal there for many, many years, athletic director, member of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association, Board of Regents, Board of Control.
And Shelby Winfrey. Accepting the award for Shelby.
It's his wife here tonight accepting in his honor and memory.
And there you have it. There's the 5th Region Hall of Fame for the year 2003. All inductees contributing lifelong contributions to the athletics in the 5th Region.
Very distinguished panel there of inductees for sure. Joe Barkley going to line them up and get a nice photo. Of course, Joe is the assigning official for the 5th Region. And our officials tonight are out of the 12th Region for this game. They'll mix it up all throughout all the regions. Let's go back and talk a little bit more about this game tonight. Really expect, as we kind of alluded to, North Hardin's going to know at every moment where Chad Robinson is. I just know that that's a given there. If you're E-Town, you come out, you play the relentless defense, you try to create some turnovers, and really E-Town did a great job on the board in the district finals.
Yeah, Ron Bevers is looking at a big inside game from his two big guys, Demetrius Guans and Andre Woodson. Both those averaging probably around 15 points this season or so. Both of them really, almost boys amongst men. If North Hardin can establish the inside game and then possibly get Maurice Sanders going from the outside for 3, North Hardin has a very good chance of pulling this out.
North Hardin is going to have to be able to create some of the turnovers on defense, do a good job inside. E-Town's going to keep pressure and keep on them. And we expect this one to go down the wire. I don't think there will be a blowout. Nobody in this gym expects it to be a blowout. And an hour before game time, pretty much the parking lot was getting full. They were in the reserve parking lots here at Hart County High School. And one of the deals, they rotate this tournament around to some of the bigger schools in the 5th Region to be able to host this tournament. Hart County's turn. And it is packed to the rafters. Maybe 1 or 2 seats left here. Not many. That's it.
You're absolutely right, Marty. Looks like the folks from E-Town and Radcliffe, both of them, made a big, long 35-minute road trip to come down here to check out this 5th Region Tournament final. E-Town now taking the floor. You hear the crowd's response.
I tell you one thing we hope that we see is a little bit better behavior than we did in the finals. Coaches exchanging words, and then there when it was over with, we had a student from the North Hardin section tossing a plastic water bottle out, hit an E-Town High student, knocked a tooth out. It's uncalled for. We hope that we have better sportsmanship tonight than we saw there. But no question, we're going to see a great game tonight with these two teams. And Ron Bevers, let's look at the coaches. Ron Bevers, the dean of 5th Region coaches, the winningest coach in the 5th Region, still has not gotten that championship trophy. Came close as a state runner-up last year, was in the semifinals, played Saturday morning before bowing out of the Sweet 16. Chris James there, he has that championship ring. And when he became a coach, a lot of people kind of gave him grief over that. He probably wasn't the premier pick to head up this coaching job for E-Town High, but he certainly has proved them wrong over the years. He's developed an outstanding program and is an outstanding coach. So from the coach standpoint, you got a great battle, just like you got great teams here tonight.
You're absolutely right. Coach Hare taking over for Gary French. It was kind of not the popular choice for E-Town, but, like you said, he does have the one thing. He does have the one thing missing from his resume, or on his resume, that Ron Bevers is missing, and that is that state title, won just 3 seasons ago.
really understood that last year when I stood with the team out in the wings as they were getting ready to do for that championship game there at halftime where they do the presentation of the third place trophies, and just seeing them look at that championship trophy. And every year it's always a question, is this his last year? I always joke and say he'll be the William H. Natcher of basketball coaches. They'll be wheeling him in here on a gurney to coach.
Well, it seems like he is just holding on maybe for that one elusive thing that he is missing, that coveted state title. This team is a strong team. You know, victory tonight gives him a chance to go fulfill that dream for him and his players. Still, if he never gets it, it's not a hollow career for Ron Bevers at all.
No, definitely not. No changes in the starting lineups from what we've seen throughout the tournament. The same starting lineup is slated for both sides, and we'll introduce him as a public address announcer, introduces them to the crowd. We're about ready to tip this one up. We're about 30 seconds away from getting this underway, and the electricity is gone. The fans are on the feet. The bands are playing, and we're ready to get this one going.
Yeah, you're definitely right. The excitement is in the air. Teams are huddling together, you know, making ready for their final adjustments. Cheerleaders getting the crowds all going.
We're going to slide down, make a little room for the News Enterprise here to get Chuck Jones in here. It's a little tight here in the Space Course, so we're going to let Chuck Jones sit with us tonight. Here. There's your program back there. And we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem, and we'll have the starting lineups right after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remain standing for the presentation of an opening prayer by Hart County High football player Caleb Butler, and then remain standing for the presentation of our national anthem by flute soloist Allison Anders of Elizabethtown High School. I'm sorry, that's clarinet.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you in prayer this evening, Lord, and we ask that you keep these players safe tonight as they play the game of basketball. We ask you, Lord, to keep them safe from injury through this game and the rest of their life. We ask you, Lord, to help them play with sportsmanship, class, and dignity. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, keep them, their family, friends, and everyone here tonight safe as they make their journey home tonight. We ask all of these things in your name. Amen.
National anthem. A member of the Elizabethtown High Pep Band playing clarinet national anthem. Did a beautiful job there. I think it's time to start the lineup now, so the lineups are ready to go. These fans are ready to go. They don't play basketball here pretty soon, Darren. This gym may erupt.
It's about ready to burst at the seams. Elizabethtown, of course, will be the home team tonight, being they advanced out of the winners bracket. North Hardin, rather, will be in the dark colors.
Christian all came back to seating. Of course, the controversy of seating in the 17th district, and then on the boys' side didn't make any difference. And as it really has turned out here, hasn't made a difference in the 5th region tournament. Really, you know, you like to go in winning that 17th district championship, but you know what? Doesn't really matter because everybody pretty much knew these two teams dominated not only 17th district but 5th region play as well, Darren. And no question whether they were going to meet tonight. I think most people understood that, as we've said. Right now, they're introducing all the members of the team that are going to be playing tonight, members of the team that are in this 5th region championship game.
Yeah, they're going through the North Hardin reserves right now.
Now the starting lineup, Greg Hampton at one of the guards. We talked about North making that change after the first loss to E-Town, and they went to that 3-guard offense. Greg Hampton at one of the guards, a 5'6" senior. The other guard will be Maurice Sanders. He's 5'10", a senior as well. He's the man that can fire it up from outside along with KB Fulks. They like for both those guys to get good looks at it. KB Fulks at the other guard, 6'1" senior. Demetrius Guans is the forward, a 6'5" junior, and Andre Woodson, 6'6" senior, at the other forward spot. And the coaching staff, Tony Perkins, Harold Tucker. We talked about the head coach, Ron Bevers, the dean of 5th region coaches. Now the winningest coach in the 5th region. We'll take a look at the E-Town High School team.
And they're getting ready to announce the reserves again for E-Town, announcing all players.
And Zach Estes coming out right there. I think that's Harrison Isham. Jay French. Here's Zip Duncan. Here's Stephen Rogers. Zach Pitts, number 6 man off the bench for E-Town. Here's Todd Atcher, and Todd's going to be a great guard in that E-Town program. Really like what you see out of him. He does a great job there. Here's the starting lineup. There's Jerry Turner, the 5'10" junior. He's a ball handler. He likes to break and get loose and drive all the way to the basket. Here's the man.
That's the one you're referring to, number 22, Chad Robinson.
They want to know where he is at all times tonight.
Now number 23, Kyle Martin. He's a 6'7" center, junior.
Kyle Martin does a great job in on the block, and he'll make you alter some shots, and he'll help out rebounding. Here comes the Taylor boys. Josh Taylor, 6'1", and his brother. Well, they are a duo. Chris Taylor, 6'1" as well. And those guys averaging about 17 points, I think, in last night's game in this tournament. They know how to make it happen. Coaching staff for Elizabethtown, Alex Todd, David Johnson, and Coach James Hare, they're all just doing a great job.
Well, they got the lineups in, Marty. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of all this pregame and all this stuff before the game. I'm ready to get down to action.
We're ready to jump it up. North Hardin's out there ready to jump it up. Here comes E-Town. It's going to be Demetrius Guans for North Hardin, Kyle Martin for Elizabethtown. The officials out of the 12th region, Dwight Gordon, Tony Gray, and Bob Rankin. Tony Gray worked the state tournament, has for the last 2 years, the girls and boys state tournament. One of the fine officials coming to us again out of the 12th region. The fans are bouncing. Ball's up, and this one's underway. North Hardin will get a first look at it. They're moving to your left there on the TV screens. E-Town out in the zone defense. Same thing we saw there in the regional finals. Here's Andre Woodson trying to penetrate, does a flashback, drop back, and he scores first. So North draws first blood. They're up 2-0.
Good strong move there by Woodson. Got the lucky roll.
North in that man-to-man defense. They'll try to pick and get some openings here. They want a three-point look from Robinson. There he is. Sanders on him. Get inside to Turner. He got loose and scored over Andre Woodson.
Yeah, he got a good position down low on the blocks and laid it in. Woodson unable to come over and block it in time.
A lot of times you don't expect Turner making that cut, but he's been successful, and he knows what to do with the ball when he gets it. Here's Guans for North Hardin, who takes it up and puts it in.
Guan strong along the baseline, took it right up in Martin's face and laid it in.
Darren, it's been an inside game so far.
4-2 real quick. Both teams scoring every possession. What the coaches want to see, at least on offense.
Martin, that's not his shot, but he tried to loosen him up, and he doesn't get it to go. Here's Woodson over. Sanders drives in, puts it up. He is fouled, and they got him for a charge. They said E-Town player, there's Taylor. Taylor slid over, got set up, and drew the foul. So the first foul of the game is on Sanders, Maurice Sanders. Good move by Taylor there, running over, setting up, and drawing the foul. North can go to Zach MD down on the bench. They pretty much like the players they got out there.
Taylor misses the three. North quickly back the other way.
Here's KB Folks driving and puts it in.
Good strong move by Folks. Really didn't have the numbers, but maybe been better off to pull it out, but took it to the hole and laid it in.
KB did a good job of protecting the ball as he drove in. Here's E-Town, Taylor driving in. Can't get it to go. The ball's on the ground. It goes that up. North came up. I thought it went out of bounds, but quickly grabbing it before then was Folks.
I'm sure Ron Bevers is glad to see his boys getting on the floor and scrapping for every loose ball.
There is no tomorrow for one of these teams tonight. Hampton, they'll let him shoot out there all day. He'll have to hit one or two before they come out and get him.
And he does just that, Marty. Nails the open three-pointer. North now leading 9-2.
Hey, they give you one. Let's see. That may be it. They won't let him out there again by himself.
Usually Maurice Sanders is the three-point shot maker for North Hardin, but not on that possession.
There's Josh Taylor driving, trying to get something. Woodson collides with him, and he's going to get called for the foul. It'll be Woodson's first, team second.
Woodson trying to make the steal there, just stepped through the player for E-Town, committed the foul. Really no tough decision for the official on that play.
Inbounds pass comes to Martin. Out front here's Taylor, doubled. Give North some defense credit there.
Josh Taylor called for double dribble for E-Town.
North on top 9-2, 5:28 to go here, first quarter action. Here's Woodson out front.
E-Town still playing his own defense.
Yeah, they will. They're going to make North try to earn it from outside. Tell you, Woodson, that district championship game, there in the first 2-3 quarters, really was just trying to shoot followays outside. Got it turned around, started making some good moves inside, getting closer to the basket, and started scoring. It made a difference there.
If the body's big as Woodson, he shouldn't really settle for that fall-away jump shot. He should turn and try to create his own basket going through the hole.
Be tough to handle. Here's Sanders' shot won't go. Out of there is Josh Taylor with it. He's got an open lane. He'll drive it all the way. And KB Folks tries to stop him. And Taylor, a good free throw shooter. He'll have to go to the line to earn them now.
Folks picks up his first foul. It's the third team foul on North Hardin. Just barely under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter.
They say it was on the ground, so he will not get to shoot. Here's Robinson from three. And right there on him was Sanders. I know where he is. Demetrius Guanze had a good pass, but hit him in the feet. Kind of hard to handle that one. We knew what was going to happen with it if he got it. Coach James Harris says, I need a 30-second timeout. This is not what I want from you guys. His club is trailing 9-2. The Trojans in control early here in the first quarter. A lot of action. We thought it was going to become a real big inside game with both teams running out, scoring inside real quick, but E-Town's had a hard time getting them to go after that first basket.
Yeah, E-Town's come up cold from the field. It looks like they kind of settled a couple of long three-point shots. Weren't that great. North Hardin, however, has been able to take it, come down, made a three-pointer, made some inside baskets. Guanze had that breakaway, but like you said, the pass just wasn't there. Fumbled it right off the end of his fingertips. Better location, it would have been the monster finish.
Back underway here. E-Town with a 30-second timeout for Coach Hare. Trying to settle his team down. North stays in the man-to-man defense. Turner got his man down. Shot wouldn't go. Guanze clears the rebound. North quickly the other way.
Woodson on baseline.
Yeah. Back out front quickly. North turning the zone defense by E-Town. Here's Sanders with it.
North showing patience on offense, working, trying to find the open shot. There it is.
And Hampton's hit one from each side.
Well, there's his two, Marty.
His second three-point, and he's got half of the Trojans' 12 points.
North leading now by 10 points, 12-2.
Here's Chris Taylor, nailed it.
Good shot by Taylor that time.
Two-pointer. It's 12-4 now. Ends a long drought. Here's a turnover by North. Taylor runs it.
Oh!
Woodson got up and blocked that one. Cleared it high off the glass. And North throws it away.
Well, Andre Woodson just skied from nowhere to come in and block that shot, Marty. That was very impressive.
Darren, he could have changed the light bulb on that one. He was up in the air.
E-Town thought they had the breakaway. Andre Woodson changed their mind on that one.
Andre kind of let him go ahead of him. Kind of did a trailer there. Here's Taylor outside, won't go. Hampton with the rebound. Smallest guy on the court gets the rebound this time. Here's KB Fulks to Hampton. He's there, 15-footer, got blocked by Taylor. North came out the ball, and then Taylor fouls him.
Yeah, Hampton had a good block there. Really wasn't the best shot for the North Hardin player to take there. Bailed out on the foul, though. Woodson to inbound the ball for North.
Just over 3 minutes left here in the first quarter action. Hardin County High School. Here's Woodson with the drive. Those are the moves we talked about he needs to make there, and he's a big-bodied guy. You know, if you get bumped in there, it's going to take a pretty good bump to make you alter your shots. And
yeah, he took the ball, turned, went just straight down baseline on Taylor and laid it in the hole.
Taylor got a break there. Got a ride in, and what, I don't understand the call. I guess they got him at a foul as he drove in there. I think they got Demetrius Guans for reaching in. I think it's a call.
Yeah, they got
going to be his fourth team foul. So E-Town getting close to getting the bonus here, and they're still in the first quarter.
And North collecting the fouls, not really on any one particular person.
Taylor three-point shot won't go. Turner with the rebound, goes back up. Can't get it to go. There's Martin with a tip, won't go. Back out to Chad Robinson.
E-Town really working the offensive glass this possession.
North
nice
pass. Blocked shot in there again by North. Robinson's got it again. Give E-Town the effort award. Taylor won't go. Maurice Sanders has it, and he holds on to it this time.
I believe E-Town had, about 8 shots at the basket that time and just couldn't get it to fall. Now North for 3.
Doesn't go. Body's going. I tell you what, this team, they're playing. And they got Greg Hampton for the foul in there. Bob Rakin comes over and makes that call.
North Hardin fans not happy with that.
Hampton says, I got bumped. I thought I was fouled.
E-Town really taking North Hardin to the clinic there on the offensive rebounding in that last possession. Robinson with it now.
Robinson makes a drive to lane. Nice reverse underneath the basket. He hasn't had the three-point look, so he made his own basket, Darren.
North now leading 14-6, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Sanders inside to Woodson. See if Woodson makes a spin. He's doubled up.
He should have turned to the left. He's turned to the right. If he turned to the left, he would have a much easier shot. He had him set up to go to the left.
Here's Turner with the drive inside over Woodson. It's a charge. Tony Gray coming out of there says, nope, you ran over the defender.
Yeah, Woodson was there at least 2 steps before the E-Town player went to the hoop.
It was an anticipation on Woodson. He saw him drive and got over there and was set. So it'll be Turner's first foul, E-Town second. Into the game comes Zach Emdy. Zach, a senior member of this North Hardin team, 6'7" senior. He'll give Sanders a rest. Here comes Woodson drive all the way. Nobody picked him up. E-Town was splitting the defense on each side of the lane, and Woodson just went down the middle.
Split them and did the old finger roll. Nothing too fancy. North up now 10, 16-6.
Here's Martin. Let's see Martin get something going. It floated in the lane, couldn't get it.
MD goes in for the rebound for North. Quickly up now.
MD not a big body guy. He's 6'7", but not a big body guy. Taylor just baited him. Said, go on in there, Hampton. Don't block that, and he did. Good block here. Here he is on the other end. Drives in, and he's fouled. As he went up for the shot.
Ron Bevers getting some extra coaching to his players there.
Foul goes on Zach Emdy. Number 14, that's going to be his first. Now that is the 6th team foul here.
That's just what North Hardin doesn't need. The next foul, and E-Town's in the bonus. And heck, we got 1 minute left to go in the first period.
E-Town, a pretty decent free throw shooting team coming into the game, just right at 70%. We say that, and Josh Taylor misses his first one.
Reggie Swallow checking into the game now for North Hardin. He replaces Demetrius Guans.
Swallow's a starter on this North Hardin team until the E-Town game, until after the E-Town game, and North went with a 3-guard offense. Swallow's going to be a pretty good ball player if he continues to develop.
Beavers with a pretty sizable team on the floor right now with MD, Swallow, and Woodson.
Wands is out, well, the other big guy for North. North trying to be patient. They're going to hold it for 1 shot. Out front. KB Falks with it, comes back over to Hampton.
30 seconds left to go in the first period now.
North will not start the machine until 10 seconds. It's been their tradition. 10 seconds, they'll start to make something happen. Right now playing pass. But you got to watch E-Town in this situation. I've seen E-Town let teams do this. Just kind of lull back like they're not paying any attention. And boy, you make one of those lazy passes and they're going to swipe it away. Hampton over to MD.
Motion now.
Get inside to Swallows. His shot won't go. North is not going to be able to score at the end there. Here's a second attempt, almost went in for E-Town.
That could have been a momentum turner, but as it is, that's the end of the first quarter. North Hardin leading E-Town 16-6.
North has pretty much controlled this first quarter. They went out to a 12-2 lead before E-Town scored again with a basket inside, but Taylor to make it 12-4. And I tell you what, Coach Hare is in that huddle working it, because when's the last time you saw E-Town score only 6 points in a quarter, Darren?
Really, not much of an offensive outputting for E-Town. Their outside game not there, well, neither is their inside game. North Hardin getting surprised, though, from Greg Hampton nailing 2 3-pointers. He's got 6 points.
It's not them. We don't have the shooting percentages here in front of us. We'll try to get those halftime to look at, but North is getting some shots out there. But they're really, E-Town, you got to give them credit. They controlled that one possession they had, Darren. They had to have at least 6 or 7 offensive rebounds, looks at the basket, and couldn't convert.
Yeah, they had opportunities, they just didn't capitalize on them, and that's what you got to do here, because there is no tomorrow. This is it. And the buzzer sounds. Teams break their huddles. We're ready to start this second quarter. It'll be E-Town's ball on the alternate possession to start the second quarter. Now Turner with it for E-Town. Turner works it over. Goes baseline, does the reverse, and he's fouled on the reverse attempt.
Turner is not afraid to drive that lane, is he, Darren?
No, he made it in his mind that he was going to take it to the hole. He did just that, picked up the foul. Demetrius Guans, the foul there. That's his second foul now. That also has 17 fouls on North, putting him in the bonus. And Turner misses the first free throw. Zach Emdy back into the game for North. He's going to replace Demetrius Guans.
Darren, E-Town is 0 for 3 at the line right now.
Well, that's how you're going to get back in this game, is to make these easy points. Clock stops. That's how you get back into it. If you're not making the shots from the floor, you got to pick the freebies up.
Turner gets the first one there for E-Town.
16-7, North Hardin leads. Hampton working up the court now on Robinson. Gives it up to Falks. Falks looking. Woodson now with it. Woodson with a little cross, puts up a foot, 17-footer, no good. MD with the rebound. And E-Town takes it away from him. Turner now the other way for E-Town. Robinson for 3, and that's off the back iron. North quickly now the other way, has it taken away from behind. Chris Taylor with the takeaway.
Some quick exchanges there, Darren.
Up and down, no one scoring. Now Hampton with it for North Hardin. Walks it across the timeline. Woodson turns, the E-Town player is called for the block. That's going to go with number 31, Chris Taylor of E-Town. Woodson had him on the blocks. He's turned and knocked him over. Referee said it was a blocking foul, though.
Taylor just a step behind there, Darren. Just a step late trying to get over. We talked about Woodson having that big body. You've got to get over fast, otherwise he'll make you look like a rag doll inside.
Woodson now from the perimeter, puts it up, nails it just inside the three-point line.
He had Martin in his face too.
E-Town now trails by 11, North leading 18-7. Three-pointer launched, no good. Skying for the rebound for North. Still loose, jump ball called. The KB fault Sky for that rebound, just couldn't come down with it. Jump ball results as the ball being on the floor. North Hardin should have that ball on the alternate possession there.
If you get the basketball, you better have a good grip because E-Town will come after you with the hands. They're trying to get a hand on the ball every time.
Hampton gets the screen from Emdy, gets it over. Two faults. Now Woodson. Three-pointer that time by Hampton, no good. E-Town quickly the other way. Spin move and a foul.
Let's see if they count it. I thought he got possession. I thought he was set. Yep, he was. Oh, they counted it. No.
They called a blocking
foul. No, bad call. Hampton was there.
Josh Taylor with the spin move and the layup, and a foul called that time on Greg Hampton of North Hardin. That's his second. I agree with you, Marty. I thought Hampton was there all the way.
Hampton was set there waiting for him. What would a ball game be without me getting on the officials, disagreeing with the call?
Taylor completes the three-point play, brings E-Town back within 8, 18-10 with 6 minutes left to go till halftime. E-Town crowd coming to life now. Falks back over to Hampton. The Falks looking for Woodson. Emdy wide open for three. Zach Emdy, that's his shot. Woodson with the rebound though. Finds Emdy in the lane. Emdy comes up short. Oh, good anticipation that time by North Hardin. Greg Hampton anticipated the breakout pass, deflected the ball out of bounds.
Well, you could tell when Emdy left, still a little jitters. When that shot left his hands, you knew it was going to be a little short. Robinson guarded closely by Sanders. Taylor out front, couldn't get the other. Taylor having a hard time finding the three-point trigger.
Fulks with the rebound for North, brings it up. They find Emdy in the corner, puts the dribble down, throws it into the backcourt. And that's an over and back call on North Hardin. Emdy not sure what he wanted to do, put the ball down like he wanted to fake and drive, and then threw a bad pass back out to the front court. North may want a timeout here there and just kind of settle the troops down. They haven't looked too fluid the last couple possessions down the floor. Offense going through Emdy, not really your main offensive threat, I wouldn't think. This could be Hampton, number 3 on Hampton. And it is. It's going to be number 3 on Greg Hampton. Hampton got the blocking call. Now he's smacked the hands here to pick up his second and then the third foul. This is being his third. And North's going to have to go to the bench. Brandon Bolden will be in the game for North Hardin now. Now North is going to suffer some ball handling here. Loss of ball handling. Hampton a little bit better, a little bit more experienced ball handling. Well, not only that, that's the 9th team foul on North. That puts E-Town the double bonus from here on out till halftime. There's 5 minutes left to go till halftime. Turner nails the first free throw. E-Town has turned around their free throw shooting here. And Turner makes both, brings E-Town within 6, 18-12 North Hardin. 6, here comes the crowd. E-Town crowd on their feet now. Emdy cross court, throws it away again. That's 2 possessions in a row. Zach Emdy's throwing bad passes for North Hardin. And there it is, Marty. Ron Bevers calls a timeout. He's had enough. Two consistently bad passes by Emdy. I don't know who he was going to throw that one to. He threw it directly to the E-Town bench and probably look for a substitution. There it comes. They're going to bring Reggie Swallows back in.
when you start playing, and you can't afford those mental mistakes and those unforced errors.
Right, those are just 2 bad passes. I mean, no one to blame but Zach Emdy on those passes.
E-Town starting to get the offensive movement going, and one of the changes now, E-Town's gone to a man-to-man defense down here. They sit back in the zone. They don't get very many opportunities to make some defensive pressure. Really is off a little bit. You know, not as intense as it is with a man-to-man defense, and I think that's been one of the changing factors here. With a man-to-man, if you're in a zone, Emdy doesn't throw 2 of those passes away.
You're right. And timeout over. Ron Bevers holding his troops just a little bit longer, getting some more instructions. 5 minutes to go till halftime, 4:58 left, 18-12 North Hardin. 5th region title and a trip to the Sweet 16 on the line here. Turner working at the point for E-Town, gets it over to Taylor. Taylor drives down the baseline, puts up a shot, and he's fouled on the way up. E-Town the last 3 or 4 times on the court, Marty's just decided to be content to drive the ball down the lane and get a foul on North Hardin, and North Hardin's played into it.
Well, they picked up the free throws shooting, and certainly why not go to the line and try to earn it and try to draw those fouls and go deeper and deeper into that North Hardin bench.
That foul called on Brandon Baldwin of North Hardin, number 10. That's his first. Of course, that's now the 10th team foul on North. Double bonus from here on out.
One of 2 for Taylor.
Fulks with it now for North Hardin. Over to Woodson. Back to Fulks. Swallows got a mismatch inside if they can give him the ball.
Got Turner in there on him. Man, work that ball.
Oh. North Hardin unable to take advantage of it. Well, he's still, finally the switch is made.
So anyway, they scoot E-Town scooting Martin up the top there, that zone defense, and that leaves Turner back there to guard Swallows.
Oh, and Swallow with a monster block that time on Josh Taylor. Fulks with it now over to Woodson. Fulks.
Bad pass, yep. Sanders said he got it. Fulks said he got his hands back. Robinson missed it. Taylor put it back up. Here's some tips, and finally North can bring it down.
E-Town had 4 chances on that possession and couldn't get it in the bucket. Got to take advantage of that if you're the E-Town Panthers.
I thought Robinson may have tried to be a little too fancy for that. He didn't need to be. He had beat the defense back down. Should have probably just went up and laid it up on the glass.
Good move by Sanders that time. North Hardin been stuck on 18 forever. Finally, North Hardin now has a 20-13 lead. 3:20 left to go. Sanders broke in from the wing and laid it right in the basket.
E-Town was on a 7-2 run there.
Robinson from 3 launches an air ball. North Hardin crowd let him know about it.
I wouldn't get him too fired up. I've seen him shoot it. He can hit it. Kyle Martin with the bank shot. You like to see a big man that can step out and bank it.
Using the glass.
Ron Bevers wants a timeout, and his team doesn't see him.
And the official sees
it, finally gets him a timeout.
30-second timeout.
Curious as to what he saw he didn't like there, Darren. I mean, came down on last possession. Sanders made a nice move to the baseline. Maybe he wants to make sure he understands that's what he wants them to do. Or maybe he saw the mismatch when Martin comes out up at the free throw line on that zone defense and see if they can't try to get it into Swallows and take advantage of the mismatch with Turner guarding Swallows down low.
Yeah, if he can get his guards to recognize that Swallow does have the huge mismatch down low, they should be able to feed him all night, or until E-Town goes out of the zone defense. It's clearly an obvious mismatch. I mean, you got Swallow listed at 6'6", Turner's at 5'10". That's a huge 8-inch size difference. They're down low in the post.
Fans having some fun, I guess, with each other. Yelling back and forth. Good thing they have them at opposite ends here. Kind of got that angle working tonight. All of E-Town's here, I think.
Yeah, they did bring a very sizable crowd with them. Woodson fouled on the shot, though. Only E-Town's 4th foul in the half. North Hardin crowd applauding the officials a little patronizingly there, saying, finally.
Darren, you know you've got to the serious stage of basketball. I look over on the E-Town side. There is Al Ryder. It's serious. He's a serious hoops guy.
Woodson a little strong on the first free throw attempt. And Woodson ready for the second. Makes 1 of 2 that time. North Hardin leading now 21-15. 2.5 to go till halftime.
Nice feed inside to Martin. Boy, Martin got behind his defender and you just lob it over.
Yeah, Chris Taylor for E-Town had the good look inside to find him. He was beaten rather badly on defense that possession. There's that mismatch down low again if they can get it. Of course, bringing Kyle Martin out into the center like that kind of makes it a little hard to get it down low. Now Sanders all the way, lays it in again.
Did you see what happened? And I think Coach Hare's right. Swallows was a moving pick in there. He blocked Martin off and allowed him to drive right in and score there.
Well, if the refs didn't see it, it didn't happen, Marty.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That was in the rule book too, wasn't it?
Now Martin out top. Gets it over to Taylor. His long three is no good.
KB Fawkes drives. Was fouled on the floor as he started the drive. It's going to go to Robinson.
North Hardin crowd again applauding the call there. Woodson to trigger it in for North. Gets it to MD. MD fakes, then launches a three. Just a little bit off. Swallow with it. Now Woodson makes some separation and misses the baseline J. Swallows will be called for going over the back on Kyle Martin that time.
Good call. Martin had gotten possession in front of Swallows as the shot went up. Reggie's first, but E-Town will go to the line.
E-Town the double bonus. Just 1 minute, 11 seconds left to go till halftime. North leading 23-17. Martin's first free throw is a little bit long.
Kyle Martin has been one of the success stories for this E-Town team. He has really developed into a big man player. He has some big man moves. He'll work hard this summer. He certainly is going to have a great senior year.
And Martin makes 1 of 2. 5-point lead now for the Trojans. Falks with it now. Looking for Woodson in low. Woodson fakes the pass and spins. Lays it in the hole.
Woodson kind of sized up his defensive guy, got him leaning. He's able to make the turn there to his left, and he actually had about 4 on him time he let that shot go.
Good strong move by Woodson, puts North back up by 7.
E-Town not looking to hold it for 1. They're, of course, back behind here.
Close to the midcourt line.
Count it. Bad foul. Had his hands all over him. The North defender did, and Taylor made him pay for it. Good move on his part. Man, you can cut this. You went from 7 to 4 here, maybe.
Falks trying to complete the 3-point play. I'm sorry, Taylor. does just that, 25-21, just about 20 seconds to go to the break. E-Town crowd rises to its feet, as does the Trojan crowd. Woodson looks up at the clock, then back over to Bevers. Bevers signals the play.
Time to make it happen.
6 seconds left.
Swallow.
Reggie Swallow wide open, nails the jumper.
Robinson shot went
No
no
basket.
good.
No basket.
Tony Gray. Somebody better go grab him. Somebody better help Tony out. He was on the wrong side to wave that one off. I couldn't tell. I did not see if Robinson got it off in time.
He
launched it. It was pretty.
It was a nice shot. It was close, but like I said, the officials are never wrong, Marty, so it had to be after the clock. That's halftime. 27, North Hardin, E-Town 21.
Well, it's been exciting, but I tell you what, this is what you expect. This is what you want when you're at the finals of the 5th Region Tournament, Darren.
Yes, all on the line, trip to the Sweet 16.
Both teams are very, very capable and will represent this region well. Only one will go, and we're 16 minutes away from knowing that answer. We'll be back with the second half action coming up. (27-21) our halftime score. The boys championship 5th region tournament. The winner gets a sweet trip to the Sweet 16, and they'll play on Thursday afternoon. Thursday evening, I think they got the first game in that night session. My memory serves me well. North Hardin is leading over at E-Town, and it's been a great, great game. North has led the entire game. They struck first and has led the entire game, and really, I tell you what, surprising stats, I guess, somewhat, as we look at them here at halftime. North is only 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They've only gotten 2 shots at the free throw line. E-Town, which started off not shooting very well from the line, they are 7 of 12. So they have had 12 opportunities, total of 10 more than North, and some of the North coaching staff is asking what's up about that. The other stat, probably, Darren, that's a little odd is the three-point.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Marty. E-Town for the first half was 0 for 11 from behind the three-point line. That's one of their strengths, as you mentioned in the pregame, we're talking about Chad Robinson. Robinson right now at halftime is 0 for 3 from the three-point line. E-Town not doing a very good job. Zach Pitts, 2 for 10, only 7 of 30 E-Town total from the floor. Not very good shooting. Their free throws what's keeping them left in this game.
You talk about Robinson being 0 for 3 there, but give some of that credit to Sanders. Sanders has really, really been all over him defensively to really make sure he knew where he was every time he touched the ball there, and he's done a really, really good job defensively. Total rebounds, North is ahead 20-15. They've out-rebounded the Trojans there. Second chance points, E-Town only has 2. Now, and North has 2. So you say, well, so what? What's the big deal? Why do you mention that? But Darren, E-Town in one possession had at least 6 second chance opportunities. Came back in another possession, they had at least 4 and couldn't score either time.
You're right. It seems like they got a large chunk of their rebounds, right there on those 2 possessions, those numerous attempts to not be able to capitalize. And something you need to be able to do is, especially this late in the season with it on the line, is if you can make the play, you need to be able to finish. E-Town hasn't been able to do that. Of course, North Hardin, they're saying that, hey, we're getting called for too many fouls. Of course, North is playing the aggressive man-to-man defense, getting their hands in there, trying to check the play or strip the ball as they go by. E-Town's been content for a long time to sit back and play zone. That really hasn't North Hardin hasn't really capitalized on that, only making 2 3-pointers.
Jerry Turner has 5 points for E-Town. Josh Taylor has 7 here at halftime. 2 for Chad Robinson. And 5 for Kyle Martin, the big 6'7" junior center for E-Town, and 2 for Chris Taylor. For North Hardin, they're led by Andre Woodson with 11, 4 for Maurice Sanders, 6 for Greg Hampton, 2 for KB Folks, and 2 for Demetrius Quans, and 2 for Reggie Swallows. That's a halftime scoring.
Well, that's it. The buzzer sounds. It's halftime. It's over. Ready to start the third quarter.
I want to thank Jeremy Aldrich, Mike Skeeters, the statisticians for North Hardin, for the halftime stats. Appreciate that. And Darren, I know you went out and took a break. I saw Joe Barkley, who is the assigning official for the 5th region tournament, 5th region officials, and he said it was the right call.
referring, of course, to the near-miss three-pointer there at the end of the half for E-Town. Right at the buzzer, no good. Turner with it now in the post for E-Town, puts it up, no good. Followed. There's the second chance points we're talking about for E-Town. Kyle Martin with the follow draws E-Town within 4.
That's one of those high percentage points.
Woodson kisses it off the glass for North. Both teams trading baskets coming out here in the second half.
North still in the man-to-man. Here's Robinson trying to get loose. Boy, he's had a hard time tonight, hasn't he? He gets one there.
Hit it up over Guans and got it to go. Both teams coming out trying to establish some good hard offense here in the beginning. Guan stops, puts it over Martin, no good. Woodson tried to clear the rebound, lost it out of bounds. It'll be E-Town ball.
Andre Woodson comes out of there with his eye. He got poked in the eye there as he let it go.
Really wasn't the best shot in the world for Guans to be taking either. I'm sure Bevers would rather have a few more passes than have Guans settle for that outside jump shot like that.
Taylor.
29-27 E-Town, or North Hardin. E-Town back within 2.
Fans are on their feet, and you're probably having a hard time seeing. We're with a one-camera operation tonight due to the size of the crowd here tonight. That's all Hart County would allow in, and it is hard to see at this point in time with the North fans standing. We realize that.
Woodson has his 3 partially blocked by Taylor that time. E-Town quickly breaks the other way. Turner launches a 3 for E-Town, no good. North clears, KB Fulks.
Fulks got away with a push there. A rebound.
Woodson quickly the other way for North. Martin back for E-Town, misses, gets his own tip. Flow of the game picking up here, up and down now.
Okay, I'm not sure what the call is. It's a turnover. It's funny. Tony Gray is saying it's a back it over. Bob Rankin said no. Said he double dribbled.
Both of them looked at each other, gave conflicting calls on the play. Marty, you're absolutely right. I don't know what it is. They're just saying turnover North Hardin.
Tony said, "Listen, I made that gutsy call over by the E-Town side to wave off that three-point shot there as a buzzer expired. I'm going to get the call. I've earned it."
Timeout on the floor. 5:41 left to go in the third period. North leading 31-29, clinging to a 2-point lead. Haven't really handled the ball too awful good these last couple of possessions. North Hardin hasn't. E-Town making a mini run, cutting that 6-point halftime deficit to just 2.
Coach Bever is calling a smart timeout, trying to settle the troops down.
Turner with it now for E-Town. Turner. Robinson drives, puts that up off the back of the iron, goes for his own rebound. Ball still on the floor. E-Town picks it up. Blocking foul called on Andre Woodson. Questionable call there. The player drove around. He just barely drew contact. Should have really been a no call. Instead, Woodson picks up his second foul.
Woodson had possession. I thought Woodson had position. If you don't call them knocking each other down there and grabbing on the ball, why are you even going to call that one? But
exactly, Marty. I agree. Regardless, for the line for E-Town is number 21, Josh Taylor. He'll go have 2 shots to try to knock this game up.
Trying to get the sweat up off the floor. Several players on the floor after that loose ball. Actually, you think they really are wiping that up, or are they just taking a breather because they need to catch their breath? What do you think?
Well, one of them's huffing pretty good over there, so it could be the case, Marty. Taylor's first free throw is on the way, and it's money. 1-point game. Taylor, one more to try to tie it up. And he does just that. 5:21. We have a new ball game here in the 5th Region Championship game, 31 all. E-Town coming back from a 6-point halftime deficit to tie this game.
E-Town has gone back to the zone defense.
Whitson over a double team. His shot's long. That's Chris Taylor Freetown with the board. Now over to his brother Josh. He nails the three. E-Town coming out starting the second half on fire, now leading 34-31. Whitson brings the ball up court for North. He's meted about double team in the corner. Over to Sanders now. Sanders back to Fulks. Zach Emdy. Over to Sanders. There's the three. All around and no good. Woodson clears the ball away, has it slapped out of bounds. Chris Taylor comes from behind and tips the ball out.
Referee's not sure which way it went, so they're conferring. See which way they rule it. They're not sure whether E-Town hit it last or Andre. They're going to give it to North. I thought Andre was the last one to touch it before it went out of bounds.
Well, it kind of appeared that way from where we're sitting.
I thought he would walk up here and ask us. We've been right so far tonight, Darren.
Well, the referee's never wrong, Marty. And Andre Woodson brings North back within one. Guan steps in, makes a steal, tiptoes down the line, then spins, lays it up. What an athletic play by Guans. Guans with the steal. Puts North Hardin back on top. That was a great athletic play, Marty.
I wasn't sure he had control, but that's just his athletic ability, I guess.
Tiptoed down the sideline, then in the lane, didn't get called for the travel, laid it in. North back on top now. Turner being harassed by Woodson out top. Taylor with a long shot. And they're going to call KB Fulks the push from behind on the rebound underneath. Fulks picking up the cheapie. That's North Hardin's. It should be their third team foul. Fulks is third also. Now Taylor with it over to Taylor. To Turner. Turner gets the instructions from Coach Hare on the sideline. Robinson working on Emdy, goes around him. Emdy recovers and blocks Robinson's shot out of bounds into the North Hardin cheerleaders.
Emdy taking a chapter of the Andre Woodson book of blocks, kind of let it, took a step back, trailed him, smacked out of bounds, and that was a smart move. That way he didn't get him with the body.
Taylor now goes around Guans, puts it up strong, misses the layup. Martin with the putback for E-Town.
Andre looked at the official and said, how can he go over my back and get that?
Looked like Woodson did have position on that rebounding opportunity.
No one will ask for their admission price back.
Emdy with the fake over to Sanders. I'm sorry, that's Fulks. Now Sanders. Emdy cross court to Fulks. Back to Emdy. Blocking foul called on E-Town that time. Kyle Martin tried to step in, take the charge. Did not get there in time, according to the official.
Actually, got that on Chris Taylor. E-Town 1 of 2, North 1 of 2 from the free throw line the first half.
MD ties the game up, 36 apiece. Good close battle, just like we expected, Marty. MD puts North back on top again, 37-36. Martin over to Taylor. Taylor goes baseline, and charging foul's called that time. Guan's clearly got there way before Turner had the defensive position established. Turner's called with the offensive foul. That'll be E-Town's second foul of the half. Turner's third, though.
One of the big advantages this zone defense for E-Town that it's given E-Town is that they're doing a good job on the defensive boards.
Guans muscles it up over the top of Kyle Martin. Martin hit the deck. Guans went straight up and got it in.
He ran in. E-Town ran into his own player. He ran into his own player.
Woodson thought the foul was called on him. I think it's going to be another North Hardin player, but you're clearly right, Marty. Two E-Town players right into each other. Looked like there may have been a North Hardin foul, but that was clearly E-Town contact the whole way.
Who'd they call it on? They ended up calling it, I think, on KB Fox.
Yeah, that's his fourth. Foul.
The E-Town player ran into his own player. I didn't even see Fox in it.
Martin with it now up to Turner. Or Taylor, rather. Taylor working on Guans. Robinson with it now. He's being guarded by Zach Indy. Martin over the top of Woodson. 39-38 North Hardin. 1:30 left to go in the third period. Good ball movement by North Hardin, finding a wide open Reggie Sanders in the corner for the three.
E-Town went to sleep on the defensive end, and North had Sanders planted, ready to go.
E-Town thought they had Woodson trapped in the corner. Two quick passes to Sanders in the right. Turner with the easy defensive layup. Defensive breakdown that time by North. Sanders with it now for North. Over to Hampton.
North will hold it for one shot.
40 seconds left to go in the third period. North Hardin leading 42-40. E-Town trailed by 6 at the break. Actually came back and had a small lead, I believe, by 1 or 2 points. North Hardin came back. Now holding, like you said, for the final shot.
North again won't make it happen until about 10 seconds.
And Hampton drives, puts it up, no good. Taylor for E-Town checks the clock, goes the length, lays it up, no good. And the tip at the break by Robinson is no good. North Hardin dodged a bullet there yet again, as twice E-Town's had buzzer-beating opportunities not go their way.
That's not the shot that North Hardin coach Ron Bevers wanted from Hampton. He said something to me as he came off the floor there. That wasn't the shot. I think he wanted him to dump it down inside to one of the big guys and let them have the easy move up and up off the glass. And so he'll try to get that corrected, I guess. 42-40. We have played 3 quarters. North Hardin leads for the E-Town Panthers, and we're just 8 minutes away from crowning the 5th region champion. We're at Hardin County High School. Marty Folkson and Darren Veers here on Hardin County Educational Community Television. I'd like to thank Gina Ryan, our sole camera operator up there in the midst of all the crowd, trying to get over the heads and everything else to try to shoot this for you tonight. Yeah. Winner goes on to the Sweet 16, and it has been a great ball game, as everyone expected. We talked about before we started this one. Both these teams are great ball clubs. They've had great seasons so far, and Unfortunately, one of them's going to have to end tonight because they both really, the way they played, deserve to go on. But you only get one out of the 5th region.
It's been a very good game, like you said. Unfortunately, we only get one. North Hardin leads right now. We're ready to start this 4th period, Marty. It should be a barn burner. Leading only by 2, North Hardin. Chance for the dance on the line.
There's Greg Hampton out front. E-Town goes back to the man-to-man defense here. They got Zach Pitts into the game for E-Town. He's got Andre Woodson. He's on Woodson right now. Here's Woodson trying to drive in, and he picks up a quick, easy foul on Zach Pitts.
Pitts called with the hand checking there.
So easy to get those, and you know you're out there and you're thinking, hey, they're going to pass the ball, so you try to get your hands out there for the lane. You end up hand checking them. It's a cheap, chintzy foul, but you get called for it.
Woodson with a long pass into the back court.
I think he was throwing that to you. He wanted you to drive down the lane there, Darren.
Not tonight.
Yeah. Woodson back over to Sanders. Back to Woodson now. Inside Demetrius Squans. He's double teamed, looking for some help, and Martin takes it away.
And no one came to help the double team player for North down low.
There's Robinson on the drive, and a good call because Sanders was late getting there, and he's trying to undercut him.
No one came to help Guans on the offensive end for North Hardin, and that resulted in the E-Town turnover.
Going to put Robinson on the line, and Robinson will have a shot at 2 here. Fouls have been a whole lot better this half, Darren.
Yeah, only 7 called so far, but this point in the game, or the first half, I believe E-Town was almost in the double bonus.
Almost got to the triple bonus, didn't they? They're playing hopefully better defense, not grabbing and smacking the ball as much.
Robinson makes 1 of the 2. North Hardin leading 42-41. Just over 7 minutes left to go in the game.
Hampton thought he had a drive there, but he couldn't get past Robinson, so he backed it back out. Sanders to Woodson. Woodson going to drive around Pitts and floats in the lane. Shot it short.
E-Town quickly back. Taylor fakes the 3, now drives.
Poor Hampton's down underneath there. He tried to pick up a charge, and there was no call. And he was underneath the big, tall timber. He's hoping not to get stepped on. E-Town takes a 43-42 lead.
Zach Pitts with the rebound and putback for E-Town there. Sanders for North. Over to Hampton, back to Sanders. Sanders for 3.
Got it, nailed it.
Solid shot. Solid shot from Maurice Sanders in North Hardin.
That's what North wants. They want Sanders to try to get loose. He only needs 2 steps on his defender, and he can let it fly.
That puts the Trojans back on top by 2.
Tanner from out front got 3. Boy, hey, Coach Hare wants that guy to get hot from three-point land. The first half, E-Town did not have a three-point shot to go in at all. I think they were 0 for 11, if I remember right, the halftime stats. And we got a whistle inside.
I believe they're going to call Zach Pitts for E-Town on the foul. I believe he was holding Andre Woodson down low.
2 quick ones on Pitts here. Looking here to, I think it was.
Turner and Fulks back in the game. Fulks for North, I believe, is carrying 4 fouls with him, so he needs to be very careful how he plays defense. MD with the fake, puts up the 3.
Woodson trying to tip it and keep it alive, and he's going to be called for the foul going in there. Poor Andre, he's looking for a break tonight, I think.
Yeah, not thinking the officials are cutting him any slack. They're going to call Woodson going over the back there, going in for that rebound.
Third on Woodson, 5 on North, 14 fouls for Elizabethtown. Jerry Turner, the general for E-Town, brings it up court. Martin pops out around the three-point area there. They're trying to get Taylor driving to the basket. And they can't get him. KB Folks is on him pretty tight. As Darren alluded to, he's got 4 fouls. Here's MD out front there on Robinson. Robinson having a hard time finding a go tonight. And Andre Woodson had it stripped almost from Taylor, but it went out of bounds. It is so packed in here, it's kind of funny to watch the administrators from the schools trying to keep the kids off the floor. And there's some beautiful, profound language from the E-Town fans.
Not agreeing with the call there on the out-of-bounds play. Woodson down the corner. Out to, now Sanders goes baseline. Driving layup, in and out. Guans gets the rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled on the play.
I think Martin got him. I tell you what, he deserved that one to go in because he made a great move.
Sanders put the ball on the floor, went around his man, took a sweeping lay-in attempt. No good, but Guans was fouled on the cleanup attempt.
They called Jerry Turner for the foul, and that is his 4th foul. So Turner has 4 for E-Town, and KB Folks has 4 for North, as Demetrius Guans gets his first free throw.
And we're knotted up at 46. Just under 5 minutes left to play.
Second one doesn't go, and there's Martin to clear the rebound for E-Town. E-Town shot about 56%, I think, free throws first. North was an even 50% with 2 looks at it.
Robinson with it on the wing for E-Town.
Robinson going to try to make a drive in there. He's been successful doing that. There's Taylor with a backup. Josh Taylor for E-Town. 48-46. E-Town is back on top.
Yeah, Guans came over to block Robinson's shot. No one rotated back for North on defense to help clear the rebound. Left it wide open for Taylor.
Just over 4 minutes left in this one. E-Town back to the zone. Here's Woodson with a drive in front. Wasn't a pretty shot. I'm glad he got fouled because there's some kind of excuse for that poor move, I guess. I don't understand why Andre just doesn't take it in there. He is a big-bodied guy who's strong, and he can make a strong move. He kind of wants to razzle-dazzle.
He's the biggest player on the court as far as size and girth. I mean, He's got the body and the strength. He should just post himself down low and just holler for it. Makes the first free throw.
He looked like a guard there, didn't he, with that stroke from the line? The second one's up and good.
Both free throws real good looking there for Woodson.
Tied up 48 all with 4 minutes left in this one. It has been a good one. Robinson, look at Robinson. Robinson has been a workhorse tonight. He has really put forth the effort. Here's Martin up off the post, a block. Well, you had to call. Hey, Murray Sanders thought he had Martin over his back, but he wasn't sure. Then he looked at Fisher and said, "Not me, is it?"
That's a very obvious call. Martin way over the back there. That'll send Sanders to the line for one of the bonus. Here's where North Hardin needs to capitalize. They can make some free throws, put some points on the board here.
The semifinal round game in district tournament, North did not look well at the line at all. They have since worked on it a little bit. When you get this point, you got to be able to hit those free throws because every game is pretty much going to be close from here on out.
That's right. Put points on the board when the clock stops. That's the best way to get a lead or get back into a game. Sanders makes the first. Look good on both of those, Marty. North Hardin now has a 2-point lead again, 48-50.
50-48 our score. The North Hardin fans are on their feet, one good defense. E-Town fans are up saying, let's score. There's Turner's shot, won't go. Out of there with it is KB Folks, and he got smacked around the face. Here's Andre Woodson. They come out, and he lost the handle on it. And there was Demetrius Guans. It was a Christmas gift right at his feet.
Oh, Guans was Johnny on the spot, just happened to be there when the ball rolled towards his feet. Fortunate for him and North Hardin, he gets it, lays it in. North out to a 4-point lead with just 3 minutes left to go in this game, Marty. Taylor has it blocked. Guans with the block shot.
Taylor gets it back and kicked it off. Kicked it off his feet. Coach Ayers says, let's calm this down. Let's calm it down. He wants a timeout. Tell you what, Demetrius got a great block shot. North picked it up down here, but give Taylor credit. He didn't give up on it. He tried to swipe it from, was it Sanders or Fulks? I can't remember.
I believe it was Fulks that got the rebound.
Yeah, so give him credit. He did not die, and that's been the key to this E-Town defense. They don't give up. They continue to go after and after and after and after, trying to come up with that loose ball.
2:57 left to go in this one. North Hardin leading 52-48. Should a jump ball occur, it will go to North Hardin. And E-Town has sent North Hardin to the bonus. E-Town's committed 7 fouls, North Hardin only 5. That could play to North Hardin's favor a little bit here down the stretch.
2:57 on the clock. Darren Veers, Marty Fulkerson. The excitement, the electricity is in the air. This one has lived up to its billing.
E-Town bringing the full court press on the inbounds play. Woodson's going to trigger the ball in for North Hardin.
I want to get it back to Woodson. Woodson can get it down there, and he can also make a drive. And then North goes right down and, oh no, well, they got a break there. Hare is upset. I thought it went off. North Hardin, but they say nope, an E-Town player tipped it. And Coach Hare was upset, so North gets a break.
Well, Woodson pulled up on that play like he thought the ball had been tipped. He didn't go after it with full hustle, so maybe it was tipped. Like I said, Marty, the officials are never wrong.
Went a long court pass through it in the backcourt there, and E-Town providing some great inbounds defense. Here's Woodson over alone. He's going to drive, floats in the lane. I don't know if he went for a shot and he got blocked or he tried to pass it. I couldn't tell. Here's Chad Robinson. Can't get it to go. And there's a foul on Chris Taylor on the rebound. He tried to get it to take it away from Andre Woodson, and Andre was holding on to it hard.
And that'll send Woodson to the line to shoot one in the bonus. That's 18 fouls now on E-Town. Taylor for E-Town. Chris Taylor picks up his 3rd foul.
8th team foul for E-Town. As Darren said, still 1-1.
Woodson was 2 for 2 his last trip down here. Let's see if he can duplicate that and extend this North Hardin lead out to 6 points.
Woodson spins the ball. He releases. He needed some help from the rim, but he got it to go.
It touched everything, but hey, it counts.
53-48.
Woodson taking his time here at the second free throw.
It's up, got it. 54-48. A 6-point lead for North Hardin. Here comes E-Town. Turner trying to drive in. Can't get it. Demetrius Grant's out on him. Here's a mismatch with Robinson gets it. Can't get it. Tap back up by Chris Taylor.
Good athletic move there by Taylor on the putback.
Coach Hare says they grabbed his arm. They grabbed his arm. You got to help me out down there. Here's a backcourt foul on Chad Robinson. I didn't see any blood on that one, but I guess they want to try to keep it under control.
That's just what Coach Hare didn't want to see, a foul called on his own player right in front of him. That, of course, is the 9th team foul. I'll put North Hardin in the double bonus from here on out after the next foul.
Hampton at the line. Got it. Greg Hampton, a 5'6" senior, the general, the ball handler out front for North Hardin. Came out and fired up, got his first 2 3-point attempts, and then missed his next one. So E-Town had backed way off him in the finals of the district tournament. This one got, Andre Woodson got the tip and just tipped it out long. He didn't have a chance to bring it down, but it worked out well with that tip out.
Yeah, Guan's recovered the tip. North Hardin retains possession now.
You're at the point with just 1:45 left. Now, you want to run some clock, but you also want to get a good look at a basket. You need to score on each possession. You don't need to go down and throw it away if you're North Hardin.
And North Hardin doing that, running some clock off.
They spread it out. Here's Hampton with it. E-Town's in a man-to-man. They kind of grab at Hampton. Hampton just spinning it around. Demetrius Guan's in the corner. Back out to Hampton. They try to go back in, and E-Town's going to stop the clock here and foul Hampton.
Yeah, I believe there'll be a reach-in foul on number 21, Josh Taylor, for E-Town.
Let's see if Coach Hare calls a timeout here. The line to see if the guy. No, he's going to save his timeout.
It's 21-2, or foul on number 21, Taylor. It's his second.
It's a 10th foul now, Darren. So North is in that double bonus, so they'll get 2 each time. Hampton's first one's good. Picture perfect free throw by Greg Hampton.
If Hampton can make this next free throw, Marty, it'd make it a 7-point lead. That'd be a 3-possession game for E-Town. Just 1:22 left to go. That would extend the, make it kind of hard.
He can't get it to go. Here comes E-Town. Here's Turner driving the lane. Was going to hit it to Martin, and Martin wasn't ready, but E-Town may get it back. Here comes North with the loose ball. Throws it out, and he is fouled over in the corner there. And as he went down, I tell you what, he had a great dish inside to Martin. Martin just didn't know he was going to drop it off.
You're exactly right, Marty. Turner gave Martin the best look he could have all game long, and Martin turned his head and went to the basket.
1:09 on the clock, 56-50. North is up. North brings all the players off of the line there. They don't want to foul, and more importantly, they don't want to give up a cheap shot back here at the end.
And Sanders misses the
Free
first.
throw. You need to hit these. And
Ruckus breaking out somewhere.
yep, they're going to remove somebody from the gym here. Quickly, the deputy sheriffs and all are on it. I didn't catch what happened.
I didn't see it either, Marty. I just saw some commotion in the corner. Somebody walked outside.
What they did was they simply threw him outside and sent the deputy sheriffs after him. Give Hart County credit there. They reacted very quickly there.
Sanders makes the second. That's now a 7-point lead.
And E-Town wants a timeout. They get the ball down. They want a timeout. Take a look at it. They're trailing 57-50. The official's going to talk with Hart County here and try to back some people off of this corner over here with the E-Town fans. And it's a packed gymnasium in here, if you've probably been able to tell. They're packed not only in the bleachers, they've got the end bleachers down there. It's full. They're full on the stage. They're standing in the aisles. They're standing here. Standing here everywhere.
Yeah, it's safe to say it's SRO for tonight's championship game. Ron Bevers trying to get back for the 3rd year in a row to the Sweet 16. Of course, E-Town, the defending 17th District Tournament champions, trying to come back here in this last 107.
107 left. Here is Chris Taylor with the ball. North in a man-to-man defense. Woodson is on Martin inside, trying to deny him. They get a pick over. Robinson gets loose and gets a shot in. And quickly, E-Town calls a timeout. 55.6 seconds left. 57-52. 5-point spread here. Obviously, the setup is for E-Town to try to set up a defense to get a steal off the inbound pass and quickly make it a 3-point game here, Darren.
You're right, Marty. Down 5, just under a minute left to go. E-Town does need to do something. North Hardin could go down the other end of the court and just kill the clock out if they wanted to. I believe E-Town will come out with a full court press, try to create that turnover, maybe look for a double team in the corner or somewhere.
If you coach Ron Bevers, you want to remind your team that if you think you're going to have trouble getting the ball in, you have a timeout. Don't turn it over. We need this possession. So, and E-Town, again, if they get in, they're going to foul. Put them at the line, try to make them earn it there. Fans are on their feet, both sides. Looking over at Coach James Hare's wife, Pam, a great supporter of the program, nervous with her hands around her face.
Woodson now on the baseline for North Hardin to trigger the inbounds pass.
Here's Woodson, going to go long to Demetrius Guans, and he dunked it home. He dunked it home. 59-52, North went long and found Demetrius Guans, and Demetrius is tacky, and he popped his jersey in front of the E-Town bench And Coach Hare wants a tee there, and it was just tacky on Demetrius Guan's part.
I agree with you, Marty.
We don't need any of that, guys. You play it, and you take care of it on the court. Chad Robinson's shot won't go. Tapped around. North has it, and they're going to foul him. And quickly, the official steps in there to keep it down. And I'll give Tony Gray credit. No need for a tee there. He went over and he warned him. And he went over and told Coach Ron Bevers. Explain that out.
Yeah, Guan's really lucky he didn't get a tee there. Andre Woodson sitting here talking to him in the backcourt, telling him to keep your head, man, keep your head.
And that's a senior talking to a junior right now. And Tony Gray is going to go over and explain to him. I tell you what, a couple things. You get to state tournament, they don't put up with that. First lip, they'll tee you. You keep your jerseys tucked in. I mean, those guys, they do not associate and allow that stuff going on. So,
meanwhile, Sanders makes both free throws for North, extending the lead to 9. It's now 61-52 with just 40 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Robinson. Can't get it to go. Woodson has the rebound. Here's Hampton coming down. He's going to back it up and try to use all the clock he can.
E-Town not really extending, not coming out and fouling. Letting a lot of time run off. I think they pretty much conceded it now, Marty.
Yep, there's a foul out front by Josh Taylor. And the North Hardin fans, they're excited. They're excited. It's a 9-point lead with 19.3 seconds left. Coach Ron Bevers wants a timeout. He wants a timeout to talk about it. He wants to make sure that these guys don't do something really stupid here.
North Hardin coaching staff really fired up. I believe that's assistant Tony Perkins high-fiving every player as they come off the court for North Hardin. Coach Hare down by 9 points. It's just 19 seconds left. Really, what can you do, Marty?
Well, you know what you do in this situation here. You tell your guys, listen, hey guys, you're still playing. We still got 19 seconds left. We've had a great season. You hang your heads up high here. You've had a great season. You have nothing to be ashamed of, and certainly this ball team has exceeded any preseason expectations whatsoever. You know, and earned the Coach Hare Coach of the Year, and great season for this E-Town High team. And my hat's off to them because they certainly have had a fantastic season, and as we said, certainly deserve to go to Rupp Arena and play in the Sweet 16, but only one team can go from the 5th region.
Greg Hampton now goes to the line for North to shoot 2 free throws. And he makes the first. That's now a 10-point lead. A lot of the E-Town faithful starting to foul towards the exit, Marty. They think it's over.
There's Charlie Lands, an outstanding standout E-Town Catholic. Missed the second when Hampton does, and E-Town North will pretty much let them do whatever they need to do down here. Here's Turner, shot misses. Here is Andre Woodson. He will have to cross it over the line, or they could get a 10-second call, I guess.
I don't think he's aware of that, Marty.
And the North Hardin fans are starting to celebrate. The air goes up. North Hardin Trojans have won it for the 3rd time in a row. They are the 5th region champion. We're going to present the all-tournament team. We'll see if we can catch these for you. Yeah, we got a group that's assembled down here. I take it they're E-Town fans that have come over and here at the end. I hope so. Josh Taylor from E-Town High.
Josh had a good, strong game tonight in this regional final. Nothing to be ashamed about. He left it all his effort out there on the floor tonight.
Brandon Henderson from,
I think he said Campbellsville.
Yeah, he sounds a little distorted. We got headphones on, so we're trying to work it on. Justin.
I'm not quite sure what that last name was. He's from Nelson County, I believe.
Nelson County. Andre Woodson from North Hardin. Demetrius Guans from North Hardin.
Brandon Adams of Caverna making the all-region team.
William Brandy, I think.
William Bradley.
Bradley from Caverna. You can hear better than I can. Oh, okay. I've got that too. Must not be my strong ear, though. Jeff Gum from Taylor County. Chris Taylor, you knew that one was going to happen. He had an outstanding tournament. He's had an outstanding season.
Both Taylor brothers for E-Town making it all region.
He's not from Elizabethtown. Maurice Sanders has been announced from E-Town. He's from North Hardin.
Both sides letting the PA announcer know he made a mistake.
Root County, Roman Ritchie.
And that's your all-region team there. Standouts. Oh, one more coming here.
Brandon Taylor from Nelson County.
That's Matthew Bowen from Washington County.
Greg Hampton. He was a trooper this game. Kyle Martin from E-Town. Kyle, the 6'7" junior, he'll be back for E-Town. There's your all-tournament team. Congratulations to all of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes 5th Region Basketball Award is given to the young man who exemplifies the total athlete.
The FCA award being presented by PJ here.
He is one that displays a physical, mental, and spiritual attitude in his community while playing the game of basketball. Also in his school and his peers. The recipient is Clint Graham.
Clint Graham, the winner of this FCA award. Here comes Clint out to accept his award.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the presentation of the runner-up trophy.
Now for the presentation.
Just as the old announcer is standing by, you know we have a couple of great teams here. Let's keep it classy on the way, folks.
Nice announcement from the public address announcer. We have two great teams here. Let's keep it classy, and indeed they need to. 5th Region runner-up trophy being presented to the Elizabethtown Panthers. An outstanding season as they finish it 28-3.
And
they came into the game ranked number 2 in the state. And they are going to, at this time, walk off the floor.
They're quickly leaving the court, not even going to stay out and acknowledge North Hardin's championship trophy.
Nope. And Coach Ron Bevers has asked his team to split and make sure it keeps it clear. And here's the championship trophy being presented to the North Hardin Trojans, who now move on to the Sweet 16 with a record of 25-7. Coach Ron Bevers coming out. And
School Gym.
And North Hardin going back to the familiar territory. This is what their third consecutive trip now to the Sweet 16.
Third consecutive trip back to the Sweet 16, and hoping to get there to the big dance and bring home the championship trophy. Well, it led to everything we expected it to, Darren. An outstanding game that just went down to the wire, really. Both teams playing their heart out, and in this case, E-Town just coming up short this time on the end. An outstanding season by the Elizabethtown Panthers and Coach James here and the players, and again, we salute them. It's a shame that both teams couldn't go on. Great season that this ball club had, and certainly they exceeded the expectations and really just had an outstanding year and are to be commended. The North Hardin Trojans, they continue on, and the road to Rupp, as they say, runs through Radcliffe, and it does one more time this year. The North Hardin Trojans will go on and compete I think it's Thursday night is that one, and I think they take on the winner of the 7th region, and they'll go in and play the 7th region there. Winner of the 7th region there. So, well, Darren, it's been a great one. Appreciate working with you here in the championship game. And any final thoughts here?
It's just exactly what we expected. Like you said, all season long, if you knew it would come down to these two teams, North Hardin and Ron Bevers going back to familiar territory, winning the 5th region championship by a total of 10 points. Really good ball game, hard fought on both sides. North Hardin, though, made their free throws down the stretch and ended up with that good ticket to Rupp Arena. Maybe this will be the year that Ron Bevers can get that monkey off his back and win that state championship. We sure hope so. It's been a good, exciting 5th region tournament, Marty.
Well, it's been an exciting regional tournament. Henry Clay last night knocking off Lexington Catholic, the number 1 ranked team and the defending state champion. So there will be a new state champion this year, and the North Hardin Trojans hoping it will be them. Again, the final tonight, 62-52. The North Hardin Trojans are your 5th region champions. On behalf of Darren Beers and Gina Ryan, I'm Marty Folkson saying so long for Hardin County Educational Community Television.